people calling us out so early in the morning? Did we do something wrong? Helm isn't even here. I'm kinda nervous.
Come in.
Anchor, you go first. No way! You first!
Morning. Come forward, both of you.
Huh? Oh jeez, Burning Gum isn't the only one here? I don't know what we did, but it must have been really bad. Helm isn't even here to back us up. What should we do?
We're short on time, so I'll make this quick. Due to the appearance of a Tyrant-class Rapture, known as Kraken, up on the surface, the Counters squad and several other Nikkes are cut off from the mainland. As a result, we have decided to deploy the Admire. Since the leader of the Aegis squad, Helm, is incommunicado, we will leave this task to both of you. Your goal is to find everyone and bring them back safely. If, during your rescue efforts, you encounter Kraken, take it down if at all possible. Gather all necessary personnel, materials, and anything else you need, and go. If you succeed in this mission, a lot of things will change. Leave as fast as you can, but at the same time, make sure you're well prepared.
I wish you the best.
Am I dreaming?
And also, we are currently unable to communicate with the other side. Bear in mind that your role in this mission is of vital importance. Do you understand?
I understand! Understood. Someone pinch me. What about now? Well, my face feels numb, so I don't think this is a dream. No kidding. What should we do? Do you think we're in over our heads? Do you really have to ask? Of course we're in over our heads. So what should we do? You heard the man. We've got to gather the necessary personnel and materials, so we've got to find people who can help us with that. Right. And who would that be exactly? Isn't it obvious? We've got to find... Anyway, first things first, let's head to the Admire. Let's take this one step at a time. Okay. Anchor, are you nervous? Me? Extremely. That makes two of us. You're nervous too? You should feel my palms. They're soaking wet. It's probably because both of us want this to go well so badly. How happy do you think Helm is going to be when she sees the Admire floating on the sea? This is the moment we've always dreamed of. We've got to give it our all. Okay. But who are all these people? They're all taking apart the Admire. How did that one even get up there? There's someone on the ceiling. Huh? Hey, you up there! Yes? What are you doing?
Are you masked from the Aegis squad, by any chance?
I am.
And is that Anchor beside you?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Unit 31. I'm in charge of inspecting the Admire.
Huh? What do you mean, inspecting? Anchor, did you know about this? First time I've heard of it. What exactly does that entail?
The Admire is an enormous vessel, so a hefty amount of preparation must be done before we set sail. Mass-produced Nikkes such as myself are always on standby to provide rapid supplies and for deployment. We are divided into two primary maintenance teams, the elevator system and the Admire itself. We were notified of the Admire's deployment early this morning, hence, here we are. We anticipate wrapping everything up in less than 3 hours.
I had no idea this system even existed. Does Helm know about this?
Of course.
Oh.
I will notify you when the maintenance is complete.
So they already had measures in place to ensure the ship would always be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
Well, I suppose all we have to do then is pack our bags.
Guess so. Let's make sure we don't forget anything.
Status update. The inspections of both the Admire and the elevator are complete.
You guys really are something.
Don't mention it. It's our job. We detected no issues during the inspection. However, the external laser cannon can only be fired once.
What? But that's the Admire's pride and joy!
It has never been used since its construction, so it has fallen into slight disrepair. If you fire it more than once, you would be putting the entire Admire in jeopardy.
Can't you fix it or replace it?
The tip of the gun would have to be completely replaced. Ordering the part would delay everything by a week at least. I can proceed with that course of action if you wish.
A whole week?
We don't know what kind of situation everyone is in up there. We can't waste a week just for this cannon.
I understand. Then we can officially consider all preparations complete at this stage. Please be safe. We are hoping for your safe return. Make it back safe.
Everyone, this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
It was good seeing you all. You're all amazing.
Don't mention it.
I will never forget today. We will all come back safe. That I can assure you. It's finally happening. We're actually setting sail. Are you ready, Anchor?
Ready.
Okay. Fire up the engines. How do I turn on the engine again?
Beats me. Isn't there an on button or something?
I don't say anything. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
The Admire could be called to action at any point, so you must always have a thorough knowledge of the basics. As a safeguard, the ship's engine can only be activated by members of the Aegis Squad. Turning on the engine is one of the most basic and most important functions of the Admire. And I will teach you how to do just that.
Aha! The key! There's a separate key to turn on the engine. It's somewhere up top here. Found it!
Wow! You're so smart, Mast.
All right. Let's turn this puppy on. How about you do it, Anchor?
No way. I'm too scared. Are you nervous?
The Admire is about to make its grand debut, and I'm here for it. I never thought this day would actually come. My hands are trembling.
Let's do it together.
Okay. At long last.
At long last.
The Admire is coming to life! Do you hear that?
That's the sound of the Admire, my friend.
The Aegis Squad is now seaward bound!
Even though Helm isn't here.
Open the gates!
1 minute until departure. Opening entrance.
Whoa, it's got voice notifications? I feel like we're getting closer to the ceiling.
Wow! Check out all that water gathering at the bottom.
Whoa. So this is how they do it. I always wondered how they would bring the Admire up to the surface. This entire area is like a massive elevator.
Cool! It just keeps going up and up.
Are we at the surface?
It's dark. Holy moly! Are we in the middle of the ocean?
You bet we are! It's magnificent!
That it is.
The Admire has finally arrived on the surface. I wish she was here to see it with us. Helm, are you safe?
Ugh, it's already been half a day. And the swamp thing over there hasn't even budged. If anything, it's so serene that it's got me worried.
We can't just sit here and keep waiting. We have to do something. But what?
Hey everybody, check this out. I made a fishing rod. We'll be able to catch more food with this. Last time we were here, I noticed there were tons of fish.
Can you even catch a fish with that thing?
You'll see. I'll bring back a fish as big as my arm. Neon, I'm sorry. But there's no way that will function as a proper fishing rod. That's below the belt.
Subordinate. Did you find anything? I did. The Kraken's tentacles are wrapped around the island. The Kraken is apparently intent on keeping us trapped on this island. For what reason, I can't say.
If that's the case, then it won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
I can't believe this. Is it trying to kill us by starving us?
We have to escape.
Do you have any plans in mind?
No. But we have to come up with something. If we all put our heads together, I'm sure we can come up with an escape plan.
Sounds good to me.
All right, everyone. Let's hear those ideas. No idea is a bad idea.
I know.
You do?
Kraken. Very mobile?
No, I don't think so. This entire island is powered by a small hydroelectric plant. So even if the Kraken's back up and running, it's not in optimal condition. In fact, I think this may be one of the reasons it's confining us to this place.
So you're saying...
It intends to keep us here as food.
Great! That's just great. Freema, why did you ask about the Kraken's mobility?
Simple. Kraken mobility minimal. Power exhausted. Needs sleep. Crazy plan.
I, for one, think it's a great plan.
What on earth are you two talking about?
Listen, if we just stay put, nothing bad will happen. We just need to sit tight and wait for the Admire to show up. If during that time Kraken exhausts its energy from moving around, all the better.
Exactly. True. There's no need to risk our necks unnecessarily.
I'll check how much food we have left.
If we hadn't let numbnuts over here throw a barbecue, we would have had more than enough.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know this would happen.
You have to admit it was pretty tasty, though. Besides, if we're short on food, I'll just catch more fish.
So, are we all in agreement that we'll be staying on the island?
At least until the pathway resubmerges, I think that's the plan.
So, what should we do in the meantime? Just sitting around waiting is boring.
But frolicking around having fun while the Kraken is right there seems a bit weird. No matter what, we have to do something to occupy our time. What about this? We can erect a lighthouse so the Admire can find us more easily.
That's a fantastic idea! Even if they have our coordinates, a lighthouse could still make a world of difference. We should get started right away. The lighthouse needs to be fairly tall, and the light has to be extra bright.
Considering the scarcity of time and materials available at the moment, we've got to be efficient about this.
I'm gonna ask each of you to bring me some materials, and then I'll have a good think. This should be the perfect size.
Did Leader also tell you to bring this rock?
No. But I read in a book once that when you're marooned on a deserted island, you should make an SOS sign to notify any would-be rescuers.
Ship. Airplane?
Exactly!
Here? Where?
The Admire is a ship. I don't know about airplanes.
No plane would ever fly on the surface. And the Admire is coming to rescue us anyway.
Oh, right! Then rather than putting SOS, we can put welcome. I might need more rocks.
I help.
Thanks! This should be enough materials.
How long will it take to construct the tower?
Not that long. I'm mainly focusing on its height.
Is there anything else I can help with?
It's okay. Go ahead and have fun. It'll only be distracting if you're in my workspace.
I understand.
All finished. The Admire is sure to see our rescue signal. Good point. Alright then, this is just a nice message for the Admire.
So, from far away, these rocks will look like letters?
That's what I'm told. I hope the Admire comes soon.
Me too. Anise. Yeah? I'm curious about something. Why are you so confident that the Admire will come? I know I probably shouldn't say this, but it's far from a certainty. What's up? Are you worried that it won't come after all? That's not it. It will come. I have faith. But there's no reason for any of you to have such faith. I thought for sure at least one of you would be grilling me, demanding to know why I was so confident that the Admire would arrive. If I'm being frank, I don't think there are many here who honestly believe the ship will come. What? But then, how come...
Helm, we trust you. If we didn't have faith in you, we wouldn't last for a second out here. Nobody's letting it show, but I know everyone is incredibly anxious. Myself included. Right now, the Admire is like a beacon of light, showing us the way. So, do you understand now?
Yes. Thank you for telling me this. I guess we just have to be stronger.
The weather is exceptionally beautiful today.
And Kraken is its usually placid self. Greenhorn! The lighthouse has been completed! It may not be much to look at, but who cares about appearances? The main thing is that it'll do its job as a lighthouse.
Wow, you'll be able to see this thing from miles away.
Now all we've got to do is wait for the Admire to show up and save the day.
True, true.
Commander, the water level is increasing near the pathway.
If the water level overtakes the pathway, then our only exit will be blocked off. We'll have to wait until the water level goes down again. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just wait a bit longer. This is not fine! There's no way around it. We've got to find another way. It's not exactly reassuring that our only exit will be closed off soon. Anyone got any bright ideas? I do. We can dig a hole straight to the Ark. Do you realize how long that would take? We'd be dead and gone before we ever accomplish that.
Knew it. Everyone sleep. Wait. Kraken, no energy. Crazy plan.
Come on! Does no one have any decent ideas?
Our food supplies are dwindling fast. We haven't seen many fish in the shallows either.
This may be a bit reckless, but what if we take this thing head on? Full frontal assault!
Just like that? If that was an option, we would have done that to begin with.
We've done everything we can do here, and our only option left is to wait. The Admire will come, but we don't know if that will be tomorrow or 10 days from now. Meanwhile, the Kraken could attack us at any moment, or some other natural disaster could occur.
I agree with Anise. No matter how you spin it, waiting here isn't our best option. Sitting here idly, waiting and hoping that the Admire will show up, is foolish.
What if we all die? Above all else, our main priority is ensuring the commander is brought home safely.
Fine then, if the commander's safety is the top priority, our goal isn't to defeat the Kraken, but to get the commander back safely to the mainland.
Do you think it's possible? One swing of that thing's tentacles will send us all flying!
That's why we need to have a plan. If the pathway closes off, then we'll really be up the creek without a paddle. We need to make a decision, and we need to do it right now.
Commander, are you okay with this? This could be extremely dangerous. Choosing to stay here and wait it out might be the most prudent choice. Roger.
Tired.
We're fine.
Did that thing stick glue on the path or something?
Also, why isn't it moving? Let's collate all the intel we've gathered so far. First, the kraken doesn't appear to move from the pathway.
Therefore, our plan of luring it toward the island to get the commander out is off the table.
Second, during our several attempted crossings, it focuses its attack on the target in front.
We need to have the commander stay at the back.
Third, if we approach it from underwater, its reaction time is slower.
We'll leave that to you, Helm.
We should be able to momentarily distract it, but only as a last resort. Therefore, you have to be very careful.
I'll be in the front, so cover me.
Yes.
Aw, man, I'm so jealous. You're gonna be the one who looks the coolest and gets all the credit. If you want to take the front, be my guest. That's okay.
Rappy, you focus on providing protection from the rear.
Roger. Make sure to keep your distance so that you can retreat back to the island if you have to.
Understood. To be honest, I'm still not sure if this is the right decision. This is all my idea. I wonder if I'm putting everyone in danger.
It's too late to start second-guessing yourself now. Stand behind your ideas.
That might be easy for you, but it's not for me.
I'm not saying that because I think it's easy. We've decided to follow you. We're putting our trust in you, so you must trust yourself. We've come too far to turn back now.
Okay. Doubting myself now won't do me any good. We can do this. Let's get the hell off this island! We'll cross in the order we determined before. We'll be switching positions constantly along the way, however, to make sure that it can't focus entirely on one target.
Okay. I'll come with you until the midpoint. Once the tentacles come up, I'll dive inside the water and attempt to lure it away.
Okay.
I'm in back.
I'm positioned behind Freema. I'm behind Neon.
Then me.
Followed by me.
I'll be behind Mary.
Commander, whatever happens, don't go to the front. Stick behind me and stay close. Everyone in position? Let's cross.
Let's do this! Stop! We're at the midpoint.
Commander, if the situation becomes urgent, I'll have to carry you to safety, so I might have to put my hands on you without asking beforehand.
Run! Over here, you big klutz! The tentacles are faster than I imagined! But not as fast as my bullets! Ah!
Back. Covering.
She's doing a better job distracting it than I thought. We need to move forward.
What's gotten into this thing? It's going crazy! Water power!
Careful!
Huh? Neon! I'm okay! Anise, keep running!
What the hell do you think I've been doing?
Pepper, cover Neon. I'll follow behind Anise.
Okay,
Volt, run!
Anise, change positions with me.
Got it.
If we keep it up, we might sustain some minor injuries. But we should be able to make it to the other side. Hold up, Commander!
Oh boy. Are we finally gonna see this big boy in all its glory? Helm, are you okay?
I'm okay. I swam up as soon as I saw the body moving towards the surface. I wasn't able to evade it completely, though.
All things considered, could have been a lot worse. From now on, we may have more than just the tentacles to worry about. Everyone, stay on your toes and bob and weave!
Understood.
Commander, things may start getting rough and tumble. Stay close. We're going to start moving faster.
Anise! Rappy and the Commander are closer to us now! We're not moving as fast as I thought we'd be.
Between the tentacles and the laser, how fast do you expect us to go?
We can't allow ourselves to be overtaken. We have to keep our lead. Got it!
I'll dive again once the time is right.
What? What just happened?
It's a tentacle! It came up and dragged Helm into the sea!
What? Ah! No! Help! Anise! Let go, or else we'll both be sucked in! I'll do no such thing! You have to! No! I'll never let go! Instead of trying to convince me, just focus on getting back up here! Ah! What are all of you doing? Shoot the tentacle! It's no good! The bullets aren't working! Ugh! It's so strong!
We're changing the plan. We were expecting our frontrunner to match our speed, but it appears she has been immobilized by the kraken. No, we can't. It's far too dangerous for us to go near the front. Everyone, get behind Anise and pull.
We already know our guns are useless. Everyone, come on!
Good. That's it. Everyone, pull on 3. 1, 2, 3! Ah! It's working! Just a little bit more. Another tentacle incoming!
It's bearing right down on us!
Everyone, dodge!
That was a close one.
Ow, my waist. Is everyone okay?
Pepper and I are okay. There'll be another attack in no time. We need to get out of here.
At least the sand is cleared up. Anise!
Your leg is bleeding. Did you keep holding on to Helm?
Of course. You thought I would let her go? We have to bring her back. Did all of you let go? Where's your loyalty? Anise, why? We'll talk later. First things first, let's hide. Now run!
Anise, are you okay?
If I'm not, are you going to carry me? Just kidding. Whoa! Hey, what are you doing? Put me down!
You didn't let go when I told you to. So I won't either.
That was because your life was on the line.
And yours isn't right now?
What in the world? Ugh. Fine, do whatever you like. It's your funeral.
I think everyone is safe.
That's one pissed off monster.
It certainly doesn't seem pleased.
I think we can safely scrap our escape plans.
Yes. How far did we cross?
We didn't even make it halfway.
That stings.
We're left with no choice. We have to use our bodies as shields. Rappy? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
From now on, don't worry about us. Just make a beeline for the mainland as fast as you can. This is the best we can do. The least we can do is protect the commander.
Roger. Yes. Engaging with a rapture of that size on this narrow road is tantamount to suicide. While they fight the kraken, we will quickly move to the mainland. We have no other choice. We don't stand a chance against this creature head-on. Our mission is to keep you safe. Commander, I'm sorry.
What the? Rappy's taking off running with the commander on her shoulders!
Good. We've got to speed up so that we stay in front.
Anise, cover me. You're injured, so you shouldn't take point.
What are you going to do?
What else? Run.
Are you just leaving me here? There's improvising, and then there's just being impetuous.
No. They'll keep the lead.
Rappy, subordinate. It's dangerous to keep going at this speed. You need...
Commander, are you okay?
I'm okay. It seems to be focusing its attacks on me.
Helm, change positions with me. You're almost at your limit.
But...
If you lose the lead, the commander will be the next target. Do you really think you're up for it? I can see how tired you are.
I'll leave it to you.
Roger. Commander, make sure to stick by helm.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, I will protect you. We should get a move on.
Subordinate, get behind me!
It's trying to take out the entire road! There's nowhere to hide. I don't know what to do. Oh!
Hold your breath!
Are you hurt? Sorry about that. I wanted to resurface sooner, but the missiles took longer than I expected to detonate.
Help! Commander! Get out of there!
No. No. This can't be where it ends. I feel like I can barely move, but we can't just sit here. I have to try and save him. Get up, Helm. Get up and run! I don't know if my legs are working properly, but Subordinate's face seems far away, so I must be running okay. But my legs aren't moving. That's strange.
Commander, get behind me!
She'll be fine. She's part of the Aegis squad. She'll swim her way back, no problem. So pull yourself together.
Right, and the force of the impact will be lessened since she fell into the water, not solid ground. We must have faith in Helm.
We're pretty far at this point. If we just keep it up, protect Master, and cross...
Wait. Attack stopped.
What?
You're right. It's not attacking us anymore.
Don't let your guard down. You never know when it may start up again.
It's almost too calm.
in the world is going on here? First it goes berserk, now it just lets us pass?
Is it just me? Or is it slowly coming towards us? It doesn't seem overly aggressive, but it's concerning nonetheless.
I don't think we're what it's after. I think it's trying to pass us.
That ugly SOB is going after Helm. Huh? What is that?
My body feels like it weighs a ton. I don't even have the energy to swim. I'm such an idiot. No matter how much I struggle, I just continue to sink. Will Subordinate be okay? Where are Mast and Anchor? They'll be worried if they don't see me. I'm so ashamed. I said I would protect them, that I would return after completing the mission. But I'm sure they'll do fine without me. Mast and Anchor will get the job done. They're part of the Aegis squad. It's getting harder to breathe, and my eyelids are getting heavy. But if my last moments are spent in the sea, then that's not so bad. Who are you?
You see that off in the distance? Is that what I think it is?
Correct. Can't you see it? Don't worry. You will soon. Reinforcements have arrived.
Helm! Is she okay? Helm! She doesn't look so good. You surprised me!
I'll ask you later why you're so late. I'll thank you later as well. As for now, can you help me?
So it was you, was it? You're the one who did this to Helm? I felt it a few miles out. A disturbance in the Force. We can't let it get away with this. Helm! Give the order!
I was just about to give up. I almost let go of everything. But everyone has been cheering me on. Even Mast and Anchor never gave up on me, and ventured all the way out here. I can't let them down. Because I have my duties. I can't let them down. Everyone, listen up! We have one goal. Shoot down the Kraken and survive. Do you understand?
Aye aye, Captain. Understood.
Everyone! Maintain your positions and prepare for impact!
The tentacles are completely attached to the side. If we don't do anything, we'll be in big trouble.
We have to focus on its weak point, which is on the underside of its tentacles. To do that, we have to remove the tentacles and topple it over. We have to focus the brunt of our attacks on its body. Don't miss the moment when its tentacles loosen their grip.
Got it. Understood.
Good. Target acquired. The Kraken! Open the portholes! Full steam ahead! Admire. Go!
Aye, aye, Captain. Distance confirmed. No visible obstructions.
Prepare to fire! Fire! Now's our chance! Stand by! Focus the Aegis cannon on the Kraken's center! Full steam ahead!
On it! Coordinates confirmed. Ready when you are.
Aegis cannon, full power!
Charging! 28%? 56%? 77%? 97%?
A little more. Just a little more. It's the only way we'll get the Kraken to tip over.
100%!
Just a little more. Now! Fire!
Whoa! Incredible!
Now's our chance. One more time. Stand by.
Helm? We can only use the Aegis cannon once. Apparently it's because it hasn't been used regularly. And, well...
Even a direct hit from the cannon wasn't enough to topple this Colossus. And now the Aegis cannon is out of commission. There's no way we can take this thing down at this distance. At least not with conventional weaponry. If that's how it's going to be... Okay. So be it. Everyone, hold your fire! We're going to engage in close combat with the Kraken! Admire! Full speed towards the Kraken! Aegis cannon, full steam ahead! Open fire!
Let's make some waves!
This is where I belong!
Captain.
Three kilometers from contact. Impact in 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Understood. I'm sorry for putting you both in harm's way.
Hey, it's not like you want to send us to our deaths. If that was the case, then I'd probably feel a bit miffed. Don't worry, we have faith in you.
Thank you. Everyone, get ready for impact! Hold on tight!
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Brace for impact! Everyone, heads down! Don't reduce speed!
We've pushed it as far as it will go. Speed is decreasing.
Is even this not enough?
It's much weaker than it was. We can't give up now.
That's right. We have to keep going. If you all trust me, then I'll trust you as well.
What? What's going on? The Aegis cannon is charging up by itself? 57%? 89%? It's so fast!
Admire. Give it everything we've got!
100%! No, wait. 124%? 187%? 200%? That's it! Let's go! All four of us! Way to go, Admire!
Aegis cannon! Fire!
Kraken energy readings? None.
I don't know why, but I can feel tears streaming down my face. Maybe it's because I'm happy to be alive. Perhaps because we managed to vanquish the kraken. If it's neither of those things...
Helm! You were amazing back there. I was scared half to death when we found you in the ocean. Why weren't you moving? Forget about that. It's all in the past. It doesn't mean anything. That's true. But I did want to tell you this. I realize we're a bit late to the party, but... Aegis Squad, assemble! Nast reporting in. Aegis Squad, assemble! Anchor, reporting in.
That's it. Now I know why these tears are falling. Glad to have you both on board! In this vast expanse of water, there's no one else I'd rather have next to me.
Can you hear me? Glad to hear it. It looks like the Admire came just in the nick of time. Emphasis on nearly. Give me a sit rep. Well done. Minimal damage was incurred, and we're now able to gather updated intel on an aquatic rapture for the first time in over a century. You can give me further details once you return to the Ark. As for now, take a week off. You've got the Admire with you, so that won't be an issue. If the road is closed off, then there won't be any danger of raptures invading either. We're not seeing any more signs of sea-based raptures. So, with all that in mind, enjoy some well-deserved R&R. We should be the ones thanking you. This was an emergency situation, and you came through. Enjoy your time off.
Oh my gosh! Does this mean we can actually have some fun now? I think it does!
1 week. Sleep more? Ah, sweet.
Commander. You don't have to worry about her. She's sleeping now.
Did you just say she was sleeping? I hope she wakes soon so she can have fun together with us.
Anise, don't forget that you're a patient yourself.
I know.
Sorry that Helm was such a downer, everyone. I heard she wouldn't stop going on about duty and sacrifice and all that stuff. I knew that's what she would do.
You guys were amazing. Even watching from far off, that confrontation between the Admire and the Kraken sent chills through my body.
Same here. There was that part when Kraken was roaring and grabbed the Admire. But then the cannon started powering up and... Kablamo!
Boom! That hideous monster started tipping over. And then, whammo! Body check!
It's official. The Admire is my new firepower idol.
Aren't you all about water power right now?
I can harness both.
So we put on a pretty good show, huh?
Good thing you guys didn't see us on the way here. Mask lost control of the rudder and we nearly smacked straight into a reef.
You don't have to bring that up.
Anyway, it was amazing. If you made a movie out of this, it'd do big numbers. I'm sure of it.
How many times have I told you? You shouldn't just tell people about your business ideas. Yep, all finished. The Admire is so massive, I could fit that entire Kraken in there if I wanted to.
Helm, you're up and about already?
Oh, sorry. Were we too loud?
No. How can I lie down when everyone else is having so much fun talking? Mary, would it be alright if I joined them? I won't overdo it.
Depends on what you'll be doing.
We'll be gentle, we promise.
Yeah, nothing like busting up boulders with water or playing volleyball with big old rocks.
Somehow, I'm not entirely convinced. To be perfectly frank, I only trust Anise and Neon as far as I can throw them. Helm, however, is quite trustworthy, so I'll allow it. No swimming, though, until I give you permission.
Okay.
Let's go, everyone. It's high time we enjoy the seaside properly. Aye aye, Captain.
You got it.
I feel like we're gonna hit the jackpot with these guys.
Here I go.